Subject 420 has been released. Warning. Warning.
Subject 420 has been released.
Hello and welcome to my channel. This is for the NYX Face Awards Australia Avant Garde Challenge. First of all, we're trying to block Lavania's eyebrows, which I'm using glue and a spoolie to push them upwards to give them that flat surface. Now remember, applying each layer, you must dry before apply another. I've applied approximately about 8 layers to give me a flat surface. This will help it also to protect the brows for the next steps we do in the makeup. Now the powder will also help you to see if there's any gaps. If you see any gaps, remember to add more layers. And also, if you see none, that means you've done a seamless, beautiful, flat surface, for example. Now, remember, you always have to clean and prep the skin for the model. So right now, I'm using a disposable wipe just to clean anything, any dirt or any excess makeup that the model had beforehand. Then we're going to use the Total Control Primer, which is the most lightweight and affordable as well. Plus, this will make your makeup last all day, and my hybrid, she needs something for her makeup to last on the runway. Then we're going in the Total Control foundations, very lightweight in the color mocha and in the color beige. You can build them up to a very high coverage. So I'm going very light in the center and then dark in the outer part of her face. This will give the illusion for more chisel and dark, and especially for a runway, you need them to be very contoured. Also, don't forget to chisel that nose. You must always contour the nose to give the illusion of a thinner, more contoured nose. Now we will apply a concealer to correct under the eyes and to highlight as well. Very creamy, and also it gives the illusion of highlight. Remember to blend for seamless finish and then bake under the eyes. Baking will also help to stop the creasing for any concealer. Then we're going to apply the NYX Cosmetics Contour Kit. We must chisel more, especially around her jawline, cheekbones, and we're going to skip the forehead since we're applying a prosthetic, but also chisel the nose. Then we apply this beautiful Strobe Genius highlight right on the upper part of the cheekbones. Now I'm using the NYX White Base. Now this is an eye base. This is perfect for those colors that you want them to pop. But today I'm using it to outline the areas where I want, especially for my hybrid. Now Lavania is a humanoid. So I'm trying to make her look a little bit like a robot, but then not so overly done like a robot. I want her still part human. I'm putting my prosthetic on top of her forehead. This will help me just to guide where I want the lines. And remember, have fun with your look. You can always be more creative or do it the way I'm doing it right now. Now I'm applying a setting powder. This will help the cream set and not move. Then we will go into the palette Avant Pop in the color white. Also apply on top of those lines, give it depth and more whiteness. Now we're using Rigid Collodion a magic liquid which will give her the scarring depth on her skin. This is the best product to use, especially if you want the lines to be very deep. Watch closely how the product sets and has skin depth in. I will show you in the next video how the difference is between the both. Now we will go in with the same concealer and we're going to apply it all over the eyelid as a base. And going in with the same sponge for foundation and blending that in. Now going into Avant Pop again and using the light creamy color and just applying it all over the eyelid upwards towards the brow. Now going into Avant Pop again, and I'm using the dark brown mixed with black and creating an illusion of a cut crease. Now I will go into the Avant Pop again and use the white eyeshadow for the inner corner of her eyes. Then I will use a black liquid liner to create an illusion of a cat eye. Now remember, try to do it very steady-handed and also go over it on top to make it nice and neat. Here I'm enjoying it with a wing liner at the end. Going in with Avant Pop again with the black eyeshadow to give depth to the wing liner. Then adding mascara for beautiful eyelashes. I did apply false eyelashes beforehand. Then going in with the white eye base again and just making the inner corner more whiter and then applying the eyeshadow over it. Then I went in with Black Bean Jumbo Pencil to make the black more depth and more darker. Now we're using the white eye base again by NYX Cosmetics and creating an illusion of a line under the eyes. Give it that more hybrid humanoid field. Setting that with white eyeshadow by Avant Pop. Then going in with the black eyeliner to create another illusion of a black line underneath. Then use the white liquid liner just to give a little bit more whiteness to the cream. Now going in with the white eye base and just dabbing that in the center of her lips. So here I have the most affordable way of creating a prosthetic. I've part flour and latex, then got a ring curtain and an acrylic eye to place in the center. Then I've colored it in with white and then mimic the contacts. Now placing the prosthetic on top of her forehead. I did not realize the camera was facing a little bit lower than I expected. Apply latex on the skin of the model and then on the prosthetic. But remember, always patch test your model before applying latex. Then apply latex on the edges. Now this will seal the edges and make it easier for you to paint later. I will also show you here that I've applied the wig that I created with wires and then added more latex around the edges with cotton. Now when you apply cotton around the area, it helps a lot. Here I'm using the NYX Deep Concealers to give her more darkness and also color match her skin. Now I would have done the prosthetic a little bit more smoother, but when you use latex, this is what you will get. So remember to always color correct, especially if you want to match this model's skin, and add darkness and depth into the whole procedure. This is the final result. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked this tutorial. And if you want more depth into how I created the prosthetics, I will do another tutorial later on. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to vote. I will put the links down below for you to click on. Remember, 3 times a day, 3 different emails. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the top 15. So here are some materials that I went to get to my local store. We got an underwear there which was on sale. I painted it in a lot of affordable things. You can make anything out of recycle, anything that you can afford. And then we also made the helmet and the wig. This is the wire wig. And I just cut up a hat and just stuck on wires all around the area to make it look like hair. And then I went in and got a fruit basket and we decorated it with wires and hoses and everything else, which is, look like this.